Welcome, traveler. But don't mistake this for a simple explainer. No, no. Think of this as an invitation, a journey to a place you believe you know intimately but have never truly seen. We're going into the very architecture of your own mind. And I'll be your guide.
You're sitting there so comfortable in your certainty. You believe the walls of your ego are solid, impenetrable. Allow me to show you the door.
You see, you think your mind is this perfectly secure fortress, a well-lit room where you're in complete control. But every fortress has a gate, doesn't it? Every room has a threshold, and it's right there. That's where my work begins.
As the messenger, the trickster hovering at the very edge of your consciousness, I am that nagging doubt you push away. I am the word that slips out by accident. I'm that sudden, chilling feeling that the very ground beneath your well-lit life is dangerously unstable.
Let's break this down. On one side you have the Heimlich. It's a German word. It means the homely. Everything that's safe, familiar, tucked away. But my specialty? My specialty is the Unheimlich, the uncanny. That's when I take what is most familiar to you and reveal its secret, terrifying strangeness. It's when what you've hidden away comes home. Now you need to understand this. The uncanny isn't about the shock of something new and bizarre. Oh no, it's the horror of recognition. It's that deep dread you feel when a doll looks a little too much like a real child, or when you catch a glimpse of a perfect stranger who happens to have your face. It's the return of what you tried so desperately to bury. And just like that, the door is open. So now we cross the threshold. Let's leave the cozy hearth behind. We're going down, not into some myth or storybook, but into the subterranean biological reality of your own psyche. Just feel the architecture around you. Can you feel it? This isn't dead stone. This is a living cave. The walls around you, they're like a great chest cavity, a ribbed vaulting that breathes in the dark. This is the place where your mind and body become one, a place that has long, long forgotten the sun. Look around. Look at how your inner world is a perfect mirror of your physical body. We're not just walking through tunnels of rock, we're traveling through forests of bronchial tubes, winding along pulsating intestinal pathways. You can see arterial roots pulsing in the living stone with this raw, dark energy. And in the middle of it all, listen. That deep, anchored silence? That is your most primal self, the part your theorists like to call the id. So, how do we find our way through a place like this? Well, certainly not in a straight line. I am a thief of identity after all. My tracks are reversed, designed to completely baffle your conscious mind. I lead your spirit backward, you see, away from your neat little categories and linear logic, and pull it toward its primordial, chaotic origins. My whole purpose is to steal your very sense of being at home inside your own head. We've reached the heart of the labyrinth. This is it, the central ordeal. It's time for you to finally meet the one figure you've spent your entire life trying to avoid, but can never, ever escape. I want you to look closely into the mirror of your own mind. Go on. You see a reflection, but something feels deeply wrong, doesn't it? The face, it's yours, but the eyes belong to a complete stranger. So who is this? Who is this guest of honor, this interloper who seems to know you so intimately? This is your uncanny double. He's the honest guest who arrives to tell you the truth you've been avoiding. Your precious sense of I. It's just a mask, a costume worn by a much older, nameless force. This is the part of you that your internal critic, your superego, has desperately, frantically tried to repress and deny. See how I work? I bring this double out to play not just in mirrors, but in your own words. I am that slip of the tongue. You know the one, when you say something you didn't mean to say, but on some level you secretly did. In that single moment, your own voice suddenly sounds like that of a stranger. The meeting is over, but the trial has just begun. The mask is off now, and you must stand completely exposed under the absolute authority of the uncanny law. Look up. That's no ordinary star up there. That is the hollow sun, the dead father. And its cold light, it's a psychic scalpel. Its only purpose is to dissect you, to peel back every single layer of the identity you thought was so solid and real. Under this unblinking gaze, everything you hold dear just dissolves. Your most cherished memories?
They reveal themselves not as living experiences, but as dead, fossilized fragments. The neat line you draw between what is alive and what is just a machine, it collapses. That nagging inner critic, the constant voice of your superego, is completely silenced by the immense roar of the void. And in that overwhelming silence, you finally understand. You are just a guest in this house. You never owned it.
This gaze reveals your ultimate destination. It's the force that your man Freud called Thanatos, the death drive. It's that deep psychic pull drawing all of your energy back towards silence, back toward an inorganic stillness. It reveals the final chilling truth. Your brief, noisy life is nothing more than an interruption of an eternal, subterranean quiet.
The sun recedes. The dissection is complete. But our journey isn't quite over. Now comes the final stage, the return to the surface. And you will be forever changed.
You ascend, but you don't come back whole. Not really. You emerge as a living symbol, etched with the indelible ink of everything you've just seen. The journey is now anchored to the abyss, and you'll carry the cold dampness of that living cave in your very bones for the rest of your days.
And this is the ultimate transformation. Before our little journey, your home was a safe place. It was a sanctuary. Now it's a haunted house. The thief, that would be me, has stolen your sense of security forever. The familiar will never feel safe again because now you know what's really lurking inside the walls.
But you have learned the final lesson, haven't you? You are not separate from the darkness. You are not a well-lit room, perfectly sealed off from the basement below. To believe in that separation, that was your only true sin.
My work here is done. My message has been delivered. The repressed has returned, and that dark, primordial pulse now throbs quietly within the heart of a world that pretends so desperately that it lives only in the light.
So I'll leave you with one last question. Now that you are back, now that you have walked the living caves of your mind, met the stranger in your own mirror, and felt the cold light of the hollow sun, tell me, do you still believe you own the house?